What's going on, people? What's happening? Up in Illinois, in the right outside of Chicago. It's a south side of Chicago, about 10 minutes up the street from here. Backed up all the way on that door. Backed up over here on the door. We go to these all over the country. You know, you pull a reefer, you go to them lineages and not. So I'm backed over here at the cold storage. What's happening, Red? I can't call it, man. Just waiting for these boys to start hitting the back of this trailer and take this thing on off so I can head down south. What's happening, Chris? Tracking ridiculous. What's cracking, bro? What's going on with your L's? MPS, you in the land. Yeah, I'm right outside Chicago. What's happening, my Aunt Clemente? Joey Wild, what's up? You live in Illinois too? Carolina Kid, Big Daddy Trucker, what's happening? Christopher Gill, what's happening? TJ Youngster, Baby J. I can't call it Baby J. Miss Johnson. Hey, what's good, Miss Johnson? I seen y'all say what y'all say the earth is flat. The earth is flat. What you said, Miss Johnson said the earth is flat, dude. I hear you. I hear you. I mean, we could definitely go when we get back over there. Like the other I seen you said the earth is flat, dude. And then I seen somebody else said what was the Bible verse? Because I said it's 75 verses in the Bible. Well, it is. I just didn't bring them up, but I can. Daniel Paul, what's happening, bro? They go my man Brady Smith. I told y'all Brady Smith. When I got a problem, I'ma call him, yo. That's my muscle. Curtis Jones. Go get him, man. I'm in Texas right now, on the way to Jacksonville on the 10. Slick Will, what's happening? Hey, Miss Jones. I hear what you're saying, and you entitled to your own opinion, like I'm entitled to mine. And I respectfully like to say I agree to disagree. I don't believe in the ball earth theory. You know what I mean? Just like I don't believe we evolved from apes. What's happening, Mo? Shaking, baby. It's like I don't believe we evolved from apes, and I don't believe a lot of. On my way to Prime next week. That's what's up. I'd like to hear you. Why you say the Earth is a ball? Tell me why. I just want to hear because you came in and said it's not. Just tell me why. Chasing that bankroll. That's what's up. Yeah, it's cold enough. You know, Illinois windy as it want to be. You know what I mean? It's just as windy as it want to be. Hold on, I'm trying to set you up here. Where I got to come out this coat because I got the heater bumping and it's hot up in here. But let me tell y'all something real quick, right? I want to tell you what happened to me this week, and you got to be careful. I'm saying when you come out here in trucking, you got to be careful because it's always people. People think we got a bunch of money, so it's always people trying to scam you. Now, let me give you an answer. So I was trying to do my LLC, and Shy Wendy, not the whole Illinois. Yeah, I know. It's windy as hell right here, though. I'm right outside Chicago on the south side, right outside the south side. I'm in University Park. If y'all know where that's at, that's right outside Shy, outside of Chicago, though. But it's always gonna people looking to scam you. Now, if you're coming out here in trucking and you think you want to be an owner operator, you think you might be thinking about it, just go ahead and get your LLC off the rip. Go ahead and get your LLC EIN. Some people say, wait, I think you need to go ahead and get it off the rip because now I'm 2 years, about 2.5 years in. Kind of wish I should have got it long time ago. I would have got it a long time ago. But let me tell you something here that nobody else is gonna tell you. People are trying to scam you. Okay, now first I was gonna go get my LLC. I was gonna have my LLC formed and do my EIN number. These people want to charge me $400. Oh, okay. Them suburbs, they are quiet. Yeah, I know. I mean, the people already told me they're like, yo, it's outside. I mean, my boy, I miss you in East Chicago. Oh, no doubt, fam. I see a bunch of y'all up here in Illinois running through. It's some bread running through Illinois. But I was gonna pay $400. Your company. Legal rep for drivers? No, I don't think no, they don't have that. No, hell no. But I was gonna pay $400 for get my LLC done and my EIN done. I gonna pay $400 this service to do it. I talked to my partner. He got treated like, bruh, do not pay them people $400. Yes, they got a bunch of extra services they do, but all the things that they providing, I could go through and do it myself. Now, let me tell you some things you don't know. All right, now say you live in Atlanta, like, or just maybe I'm giving y'all too much too soon. Maybe I shouldn't tell you all this stuff. I'm gonna give it to you anyway. It's gonna be all type of people and packages when you go about looking about getting your LLC and your EIN and all that. It's gonna be all different type of packages and all different type of stuff online that want you to pay crazy amounts. Now, I just want to ask y'all, if somebody know don't know, I just want to take a guess. How much do you think it costs for your LLC and your EIN? How much does it cost to get it all done? Get your LLC set up and your EIN. Not if you know. If you already know for sure, I don't want you to comment. Those, if you're thinking about getting out there, I just want to hear how much do you think it costs? Or do you think me paying 400 was cool? I know, I know, and I found that out. Okay, Atlanta 170. I see y'all on. Hey, shout out to y'all because y'all know something I didn't know. Okay, y'all are all about right. Whatever your state fee is, the state fee in Virginia is $100. I think California state fee was like $70 because I was also looking at a bunch of states and seeing what the fees were. Well, yeah, Florida. I think Florida said 120 or whatever. I think they said 120 on there. But I noticed the states with no taxes, like Nevada, is 365. Okay, that's for the state filing fees. But keep in mind, you're not paying state taxes. So when you think about it, that's actually nothing. But I was gonna pay $400 to get it done. It actually cost me $100 to form the LLC and get my EIN. $100. $100, people. And I was about to get somebody $400, and it only cost me $100. That's why networking is so important because I was about to go spend 400, but my partner already like, nah, you don't need to do that. This how you do it, and sent me the information. That's why I tell y'all that networking is important. But just for those of you who don't know, I see most of y'all on it. But the only money you have to pay is whatever the fee is for your state, the filing fees. And they all different. I couldn't tell you what your state is. I save money filing my own authority also. Oh, Team Prince, I hope to one day be able to get there. But my partner, he did his own authority, and people, that's another step in the game. When you try to step up, get your own authority, people are like, oh, it's all complicated, da da da, you can't do it. My partner sat down and did it all himself. Exactly. People is always trying to hustle you and skin you with this money, man. But a lot of that stuff you just get on the computer and do yourself. And when you're thinking about transitioning over, you don't want to be a company driver no more. You gotta already set yourself up into I know I'm taking on a lot more responsibility because being a company driver, a lot of responsibility is taken off of you, and a lot of that money is taken off of you too. King Ryder, what's happening? I'm still researching and checking everything out. I was talking to my partner today, and I brought him over here with me, and he was here a year, and he left. And another one of my partners, I brought him over here with me. He was here a year, left. Another cat came over here. He was here with me a year, left, went and bought his own truck. And I'm watching all of them come in and watch them go out. I was like, man, I feel like I'm screwing myself or something, like I'm wasting. He was like, bruh, you help me, you help a lot of people. Like you doing what you're supposed to be doing. But I know like my time of being here is coming to an end. Like, I appreciate Abilene for everything they done for me, and getting me started and getting me rolling. And it's not like it's been a one-sided deal because for the 2.5 years I've been here, I ran hard. I think I'm at about me and Keity, we did quarter million miles last year. And the year before that, I did 130,000 miles by myself for Abilene. So I think I've been good to Abilene. It's got my CDL with all my endorsements plus my TWIC card. Wow, damn. That's what's up. And Miss Jones, that's the right number right there. That 2 years, because 2 years, you know everything you need to know and you fully understand if you're ready to step out or not. Here's the thing. Abilene has owner out, but they paying a dollar 08 a mile. Not interested. I'm just not interested in that. That's a screw in. You better get your authority. You convinced me, bro. You like and like I ain't gonna lie. I was a glorified pack worker. And I've all my life I'm never I just in the early stages of my younger year, yeah, it was cool. I was a pack worker, getting to my money. But now I feel like I'm a glorified pack worker, and I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like that. And like I told you, I've said this many times. Abilene was working for me. As long as Abilene working for me, everything is fine. But when it's not, I'll change it. And that's just as simple as that. It's not nothing about nothing. Oh, I need to do this to do that. It's all about playing chess. It's just it's not that I really was kind. I had a ticket in 2016. I was 5 miles over speed limit. And what a lot of you don't know too, before I was leaving, I was trying to get full 3 years, because if you don't have 3 years, you can't rent trailers on your own. So there, you're forced to go through people. I had a couple partners that didn't have quite 3 years, and they was catching hell getting the trailer. So I was trying to get the solid three before I left, but I knew before I stepped out or did anything else, I want to get 2 years in the same spot without moving. So I'm over the 2 years. Milkman, what's happening, baby boy? I'm over the 2 years, so now it's just like it's time to see what else is going on, what else is out there. I don't know. My medical bills went up a lot this year. That right there, and then with my baby being on the way, I don't want to stay gone. I don't want to be out here running all week. Like I'm in Illinois right now. I got my partners. They at home in their bed. Some of them at home in their bed. You know. I'm in University Park at the cold storage. Some of my partners, they home in their bed right now. I'm out here getting to it. Mr. Brown, what's happening? I can't call it, baby boy. Ain't nothing but the rent. I'm just trying to figure out what's best for me. You know what I mean? And that's what any of this shit. Can't nobody tell you what's best for you because they don't know your situation. What's happening, Sister Sandra? Wagwam. What's up, fam? Frank, what's happening, baby? I said, baby in the truck is so I'm a sponge right now and trying to soak up. Man, what's teaching me like you? Exactly. I'm just trying to tell y'all what they didn't tell me. Try looking at online at auctions for a trailer. You can get them for the low and nice shade. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good idea. She good. She back there in the bed. Yo, Cold Man World, you ain't hit me back, bruh. I was hoping to be out of here for 8:30, bro. Listen, this dude right here, I call him. He right up the street from here. Call him, because I sat up here like 6 hours. He ain't picking his jack up. He pick his jack up as soon as I pull up in University Park. Ain't that something? And he was 18 miles up the street. See, that's one thing I got. My trip was 800 miles, right? So I have 80 free miles out of route that I can use. 10% of your route you can use. I don't never use it, but like I gotta say, I got a partner 15 miles away. I can go there. That's one thing I like about this. Oh, you already know, bruh. I'm gonna slide by there when I leave here. I'm going to do it in steps. Lease, buy a cheap truck, cash, fix it up. If my lease truck break down, then trailer. Okay. Here's my thing with that. What's good, Smitty? Here's my thing with that. Why the lease thing? Because my partner, he was telling me, he's like, listen, man, go to Prime. They gonna show you how to work the lease and da 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 da. People from my class did that. They have their own trucks and trailer before they got their CDL. If your money right, I had some partners that was able to do that too. Money was right, was able to get to it and grab it. If you got 20 or 30,000 laying around, you can put it together. 15, and then some people. I had a partner. He called him a truck for 15,000, but he know how to go up under the hood. You know what I mean? Only it's good for you and the wife. I'm leasing, and it's going good for me at Prime. Oh yeah, cause see, my man would tell me to come over at Prime and lease, but I seen some couples over there. I don't know, man. What's see? My thing is, I got some numbers I'm looking at in my head. You see what I'm saying? And they're not even high numbers. They're not even high numbers. I say if I can cut 2,000 to 2,500 a week, uh, after expenses, I'm not even mad. They went through auctions. Yeah, that's a good look if you're able to do that, because man, like it gets frustrating out here when you're driving somebody else's equipment. I'm just over it. Yeah, Prime. He was telling me that because Prime, they one thing about Prime, they show you how to do the lease and they kind of walk you through how to become an owner operator. Man, he was like, go over there, Prime, run the lease, and train. Nah, I'm not interested in staying at Prime 6 months waiting on the lease to train. I like I train out the gate. Right here, I can stay here and train right now. When Keita we get off the truck, if I'm still here, I'll be a trainer. I'm not go like cut no solo check. I don't gotta wait for nobody 6 months to train. US trucking, pick your own loads. Yeah, but it's listen, y'all. Don't think that by doing that, that's investing before you know the market. You may go belly up or win big. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. Buying a truck is rolling dice. Sometimes it's a lot of it's rolling dice. Cause I mean, let me give you an example. Like you can get a truck with a good warranty on it and get it running. And say you got a breakdown and the warranty go cover it, but you can't afford to pay your bills. It's gonna take them 2 months to cover it. They lease pay is 1033 a week. I can't do that. PDH. Oh, nigga, you talking reckless out your motherfucking mouth, bro. I don't know why y'all do that. USA Trucking only pays 68% of the load. 68% of the load. I'm not into that. See, and here's the thing with that. There goes another hustle. All the stuff is a hustle. They be like, yeah, yeah, we give you such and such percentage of the load. But what kind of loads they got? That's what you got to remember too. Because if you got all trash freight, you give me a percentage of trash. It's go all not even come out right. And I've been sitting back. Yeah, I got him out of here, yo. The crazy thing is, though, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't try to run around and say I'm this or that or none of that. But people crack me up talking slick to me, and I'm all out of the truck stop in America. Just run up to me and slap the shit out me if you really feel that bad. Where your mama at, nigga? Can I block this nigga? Why is he not blocked? Why it won't let me block this nigga? Oh, there we go. Well, I can get you out of here like that. It won't let me block him. Could somebody block this fool? Same place your mama at, pimping. It's crazy. Like y'all love with the keyboard gangster stuff. It's crazy. Just see me pull up on me and slap fire out my face. That make me feel a little bit better. At least I know you had a set of cojones in between your legs. I knew you a man then. I've never seen. I'm telling y'all something you don't know. If you've never been to prison, right? And I'm thank God. Hopefully none of y'all never been there. Men, or if you ever been to prison and done any time, you'll know this is true. Men worse than women. Look at if you look on YouTube right now, look at all the drama and girl shit going with the men truckers. Do you see that from the women? No, like pull your nuts up, man. Like for real. Ain't nobody got time for that. You don't see the women doing that. The men be gossiping, floating trash around. That's why I don't even do trucking videos no more, because it's whack. It's whack, it's boring. I'm burnt out on it. They say truck make 175, you take home 70,000. Yeah. Yeah, that's about the size of a tribe. Yeah. Den Witty. Hey, but Den Witty, he ain't trying to pull up. He just trying. We having a good time. I hate when dudes do that. We be having a good time in here vibing, and then you get the clowns in here. Bruh, I don't even, hey, the dude Kim Jao Young, I don't even know how to take you serious if you playing game, because the picture you got is crazy. You say, what up, kinfolk, but you got a crazy picture. If it wasn't mod, I would be able to block you. I know I couldn't block that nigga. Oh, okay. Say no more. Say no more. Thanks for letting me know that your company no force dispatch. Hey, whenever y'all ask questions, bro, you got questions about Abilene, like I said, Abilene's a damn good starter company. I had a lot of partners come over here with me. Like I said, they done left. You come in peace? Well, that's cool. This is a peaceful place. But I'm telling you, the craziest, I see you say you come in peace, but Your name is Kim Jong Young, and you got a white man for a picture. I don't know. Usually that be trolls. Yeah, Mr. Brown, tell them they got to come to IG. If you don't mess with me on IG, come to IG. IG, I get more love. They don't even have to go to prison. That's always. Hey, Miss, I say that's always. Congrats on your son, PH. I got a little man on the way. Hey, THC crew, congrats. Whoa, 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 whoa. My man named THC crew. That's what I'm talking about. Power to the crew, people. Power to the crew. That's what I'm talking about. I know Brady. That's what I'm saying. They don't even know I got my young bull Brady Smith curling 100-pound dumbbells. That's what I'm saying. Y'all talk all this reckless stuff to me. I got a team of young bulls. They look at me like Uncle Party, man. I ain't gotta say nothing. It's been like that all my life. Them youngins, please. I try to tell the youngins to relax. When they told on me and sent me to prison, I had to tell the youngins, please just relax. Don't do nothing to nobody. Because the PH, one thing certain, two things for sure, I've been the same cat 41 years. And I get a lot of love out there in the streets. That's never gonna change. You know, I may not have the accolades in the square world as others do, but as far as these streets go, I'm a legend. And I love that they always gonna have love for me, and I'm always gonna have love for them. So that's why whenever y'all ask me something I can help y'all with, I'm here to help y'all. But I'm kind of upset with y'all because I see a lot of y'all ain't nobody contact me for streets to the highway. So I'm the only cat. It's only a couple me, Trav. You know, we don't got nobody else. Ain't nobody else trying to catch me because I can do your streets to the highway. If we can't never catch up, I can get you on the iPhone. I just don't want to go to New York. Deshaun, you don't gotta go to New York. You don't gotta go to New York. Cats good. It's enough cats who want to go to New York and get that money. You know what I mean? It's enough cats who want to go up New York. Me myself personally, they pay me 58 cents to go up New York, so I'll get it. Yeah, Smitty, how that training thing going over there, man? Talk about it, cause somebody would tell me to come over. I need to come over there with you and train. How that training thing hitting for 'em? That's what I need to know. What we looking like, Mr. Brown? Streets to the Highway is a series I started doing. I started off with mine. If you go look, have you ever seen it? If you go on my page, the YouTube page, the front page or whatever it is, the channel, the title video up there, the main video up there is Streets to the Highway. And I started doing that. I got that from shout out to Carolina Tanker. He gave me the title for it, but it's just cats who I come from the streets basically. There's no bones about it, and it's a lot of cats who drive truck now that's just like me, who they came from the streets and they convicted felons, and now they don't get involved. They don't want to be a slave in the white man's jail no more. So we come out here and pay taxes, and we live with y'all, and we be out here, and we positive, and we trying to stay out here, and we try to live a square life. So all those cats, the cats I look for streets to the highway. So if you fit in that, you done been to prison and you tired of going to prison and you trying to be here for your kids and you drive trucks now, you done made it. I mean, some of y'all are owner operators. I know owner operators that's done made it. They convicted felons, and I just want to show people that streets to the highways to show people that even though we come from something different than everybody else, we can make it out of the struggles that a lot of us have been born in and spent most of our life in. We can make it to the other side because a lot of places where a lot of us come from, there is no hope. You're a young kid coming up. Our hood legend, our legends, Michael Jordan, and none of that. That wasn't no hood legend to me. You know what I mean? To me, my legends was Suge. Y'all don't even know Suge. Suge, I seen Suge come outside, a nigga owed him money. He broke both of his legs and broke his arms. Broke both his legs and broke his arm in the middle of the street because the nigga owed him money. Gangster. You know what I mean? He had the grip on the streets. Stronghold. Moving birds like the Taliban. That was my legend. You know what I mean? And a lot of us, that was our legend. There's no role models where in these places where we come from. I lived in neighborhoods where everybody mamas was base heads. If you want to eat, you better get the fuck to it. Ain't no money, ain't no nothing, ain't no food stamps, ain't none of that. It's poverty. You know what I mean? Cats is hungry, but the streets to the highway is just to show that hey, it's some light at the end of the tunnel. We don't have to die in prison. We don't have to die in the street. That's why the streets of the highway is so important because a lot of cats, y'all may not believe this. Y'all, oh yeah, truck down people know that. No, everybody doesn't know that there's a way out. Everybody don't know that. Everybody don't know. I got a dude hit me up the other day. He said, "Man, I'm a six-time felon. Thank you. Your video got me a job." And that's what it's about because a lot of y'all, when I came out here, the square truck drivers, and I told them I have felonies, they turned a deaf ear. When people was helping you get jobs, when I say I had felonies, they shied away from me. And when you come out here with felonies, these square truck drivers do not want to deal with you. First of all, they scared. You know what I mean? And what I don't like is it's some cats I seen out here I meet, they have never been to prison in their life. But when they look at me and talk to me, they look at me like a man and talk to me like a man. I respect that. When I'm looking at a man and I see fear in his eyes, I can't have no respect for him. It just, I can't. Why do you have so much fear in your eyes? You know what I mean? Say, how can I support King Leo? If you remember that club, you need to get in, get at me, and get so we can get your video up. You know how you can support. Yo, PH, I think you should go check out Young Pharaoh and Sarah Suit and CT on YouTube. They will explain. Oh, bro, listen, THC Crew, somebody sent that to me. Hey, shout out to all y'all who be sending me stuff. Y'all send me a lot of stuff on IG. We real active on IG. We got a real crew over there. We cutting up on IG. You already know. IG is the turn up. It's not censored. We can play music. We can curse. We can wild out. So we love IG. So that's why IG and the IG supporters, I get so much love on IG. Y'all fuck with me for real. So that's why I try to let y'all see videos that's coming out before everybody else. I have a Patreon. I haven't been using it. I haven't been using it. And I did a poll to ask what videos y'all want to see. And everybody say, hey, I want to see content videos. Well, let me tell you something. Every content video I put out, YouTube pays me $0. They do not go with them. They don't. I got another content video coming out tomorrow. You know what I mean? And some people seem like people need to stop putting black, white, brown. I didn't make it like that. I didn't make it like that. I just feel like every week on my channel, I'm gonna put one or two videos up that's for just about us, about situations and stuff that we experience. Now the video that's coming up tomorrow, and just so you know, if you're interested in catching my videos, I drop Monday through Friday. Sometimes I'll only drop Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But for the last couple weeks, I've been dropping Monday through Friday, and I drop at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I try to make it a regular thing. These companies continue to convict you after you've been served your time for being raped from the city or the country. Shit, Warner told me to reapply in 2020. Oh man, yeah, like reapply in 2020, nigga. Like I don't want to eat till 2020. You know what I mean? It's just, here's the thing. The prison system is designed for you never to get out of it. Because look, I've been out of prison since 20. I can't really tell y'all still yet. Since early since about 2012, something like that. I've been out, right? And I still can never go to a shooting range. You know what I mean? I want to go to shooting range, but see, already see what y'all got to think about. They already all cats like me. I didn't have some partners say, yeah, man, we can go to a shooting range. Whoever told me I can go to a shooting range is trying to send me to jail. If you're a convicted felon, you go put your name down and go to a shooting range, they are going to come to your house and arrest you. We cannot go to a shooting range. So that's for anybody who convicted felon. We cannot go. They will arrest you. They have done time in prison. They have changed their life around. They are working 9 jobs, staying out the street. Exactly. That's what streets to the highway is important. What's up, James William? How can I get into the group, bro? What group, King Leo? Get it arranged. No, no. Yeah, hey, Tribe Judea, I gotta go to a private range and I can't never show y'all nothing. And none that can see. First of all, it's gonna be some hating. Like I want to do some video. I want to do some hood videos, right? And I want to go to different neighborhoods around the country, real neighborhoods, and go and let y'all see what people think and what they say and do like neighborhood interviews and stuff like that. But I want you really to see what goes on and what goes down. So sometimes some people may have weapons and stuff like that. but I didn't know how I want to do that. And I didn't know if somebody might would say, oh, well, he was by it and then try and jam me up. But I just wanted to let y'all see some of the stuff that just go, some of the stuff that goes on and some of the places that some people live in because a lot of people don't understand. If you have valid for, I can bring guests. See that? Bruh, I got everything. You know, I got the studio up in here. I got the studio up in here. But see, listen, man, something was taken away from us a long time ago, and I don't want to be. Yeah, yeah, I know that. Listen, y'all, listen, listen. Trust me, I didn't shot. I didn't did enough. I didn't did enough for this right here at my own people. I really have no desire. But the only thing I want to do, I know you at King Abilene now, bro. All I wanted to do was I want to do is go shoot at the range. My wife, she had a she's a marksman. So I want to go bust her ass because she really thinks she can shoot. So I just want to go bust her ass. That's it. I just want to go and go shoot with my partners who not convicted felons. Just want to go shoot at the range. I ain't trying to do nothing. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Felony 7 years old. First of all, I didn't. The last time I did 6 years, the last bid. I did 6 years in federal prison, my last bid, and I got so sick of just looking at dudes every day in this khaki suit. I was like, yo, I don't care what's happening. I'm not. I know, DJ. The crazy thing is, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. When I got out of prison in 2012, I was like, yo, I don't care. I did 6 years. I went in 2006. I came on 2012. I was like, yo, I ain't doing shit no more. I'm straight. I ain't messing around. So I went and tried to get a job. They told me I was in prison, and when I was in the feds, they was like, no, 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 no. So I was like, I'm not working no $7, $8 an hour. So what did I do? I had nothing else to do. Get in the car, go to New York, go to Manhattan, holler at Poppy. Ooh, we Poppy, hey, what's happening? Back down, ooh wop in the shop, and we back to it. But I was sitting there one day, and me and my girl was getting to it. This was before I met Keita Wee, because like I said, before I met Keita Wee, on my old YouTube channel, you didn't know what I was doing, but I was trapping. I was riding around trapping, but I didn't want to trap no more. I wanted to drive trucks and stay out of jail. But it was nothing I could do because if nobody was giving me a job and I was stuck, I'm like deep 30s. I ain't even graduated 10th grade, and here I got these felonies. Ain't nobody trying to give me a job. So what I do? Back to the street. And see, that's what happened with a lot of people. They go back to it and get caught up. Just so happened I was blessed. I was in truck driving school, and I was still hustling, and I failed my CDL test 3 times. And I said, you know what? God not letting me pass my CDL test because I'm selling dope. So I stopped selling dope and I went broke. I mean, I went so broke. I paid all my bills up. I mean, I had no money. I was going to school. This is what I had for lunch in school. I would take 2 bottles of water, fill them up, and freeze them, and had these in school. So that's why when y'all call me and stuff, and y'all tell me stories and y'all making excuses, it go in one ear and out the other. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. I went in that yard and I would be there from time 7 in the morning to 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I not even knowing how I'm gonna get home. But I knew that I ain't want to sell cane no more, and I ain't want to be in nobody's jail as nobody's slave. And I know in order to get away from that, I had to get that license. That's what was standing in between me not going to prison no more. So I had to get to it. I mean, I had to get to it, and I listen when people call me and they be telling me, well, it's hard, well, it's this and that. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you expecting the PH to have some sympathy for you, I'm not. I called 43 trucking companies before I got a job. You got to just keep pushing. And that's what it was. That's what it was, and that's what it was. I think just like I'm sitting here running around with cocaine every day, thinking I'm gonna pass this CDL test, and it was like I couldn't do nothing right because I was doing too much wrong. It is THC crew. TB in the building. TB, what's happening, girl? TB, yo, let me tell y'all something, man. That's my nigga, TB. You know what I mean? But boy, I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't envy his spot at all. Because as him being the head Afro American on his YouTube truck, I mean, it's about 30 videos made every day about him. I don't love you so much. So many people in my life, and the best of luck, all of them. My life right now, but I'm the one who to trust. You the best Jim, and then you. What? You gonna have to read and rewrite that. Nah. Hell, I'm cool with being in the shadows. I'm the shadow man. Y'all see my subscribers. I just hit 1,000 subscribers. I want to thank y'all for my 1,000. Yeah. They just sent me a letter saying I hit 1,000 subs. Came home 2010, didn't have a license, got that. I said might as well get paid for it. Got my CDL, been on ever since. Exactly. See, see, we got to stop doing that though. When and then I'm gonna tell y'all something. A part of the reason why a lot of people just have already defeated because they don't truly know themselves. If you know that we are kings and queens, we the first ones to walk across the earth, hold your head up high. Act like it. I tell y'all all the time, you kings and queens, move like it. If you sit there and you defeat yourself and you say it's Sinister and what was his name? Sinister and Chasing Andrew Jackson. They told me, man, you got to cut your dreads. They still here. So see, a lot of this stuff is the type of person you are. But like I said, trucking ain't go. If you never really been a cat that was a cat that get to it, trucking is like not gonna change that unless you gotta change something inside of you. It ain't got nothing to do with trucking. It ain't got nothing to do with trucking. Because if you go get money, you ain't got. It's whatever you do, you go do it. But if you're a person who's not used to getting to it, this ain't gonna change nothing for you. 3 felony cases, most recent case is 2 years old. I told Big Bro most companies want them to be 5 to 10 years old. Yeah, most companies want them to be 5 to 10 years old. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a story right now. I had a partner and I never discouraged nobody. You hear me? Because I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You gotta do whatever you gotta do. What's up, Mr. Vine Earth? You gotta do whatever you gotta do to get to it. You see what I'm saying? I had a partner. He's on parole right now. And he's been on parole. He was working for owner operators and they was scanning him and he went through some things. He has his own authority now and he's on parole. So you tell that brother whose felonies is most is 2 years, you tell him don't give up. But you tell him this too. Tell him two things. Tell him one, never give up. Give out, don't give up. But two, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be extremely hard because you are expected to lose. See there, bam, that could trucker taste even as fresh. Somebody gonna know. Chucker Brown, the Black Panther big dog. Chucker Brown, he got. I wouldn't want that attention. He got cats make a video just off him making a video. Come on, man. Hey, we got something popping. If y'all don't know, that's Miss Divine Earth, her and Mo 804. She got our relationship talks over there on our station, Wild Network. Wild Network is us truckers doing something different. We're not talking about no trucking stuff. So if y'all ain't checked that out, go check that out and definitely check out my segment on Wild Network. I drop Wednesday. Divine Earth, when y'all drop? What day y'all's on? Monday? I don't get it right. I want to show it. I think y'all drop Monday, right? Or is it Tuesday? Let's see if she say. Yeah, nod yourself. It's all you need to know. Make it. And if a company don't want you to drive for them because you got locks, you don't need to drive for them. Exactly. Monday. Oh, I was right. Now they dropping them life lessons, the relationship talks at 5. Okay. Dang, I drop every day. I don't know why everybody drop at 5. Live time at 5. I drop at 5 because I'm 5. Some places will, but are you will to take your time and stay focused? Let some things in your life go. Food for your mind. Pop up in 10 years. Set back your CDL. Is Wild Network the new YTTA? No, no, and don't. No, no, brother. No. Wild Network is just truck drivers, and we not doing nothing about trucking. Like Divine Earth and Mo 804, they talking about relationships. Trucker Brown doing a bunch of different things, doing movie reviews. It's all type of stuff on there. And of course, I'm doing I got my segment is called "What Do You Believe In?" Like last time we talked about flat Earth. Uh, we go get into the astronaut thing. So it's a bunch of different things going on. If you had not subscribed, please go over there and subscribe. Yeah, he probably can get with the owner up and get a. That's what I'm saying. Reggie Roberts, what's happening, fam? Preach all things is good. Continue to believe in God. Always, brother. Always. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't get this far by myself. It is. It is divine earth. And you know what? I could go on that for days. But see, I I was telling people 75 verses in the Bible that explicitly tells you about the firmament, the four pillars that the earth sits upon. Listen, they gonna tell you it's for what do they call them? It's four crosswinds or something. They call them something different, right? Four crosswinds or something. But if you look at the Bible, God tell you He sits four angels on the corner, one on the corner, each on the corner of the earth. It says that in there. That's where the four winds, and there's four major. I forgot what they call those things. I have it all right next time. But it's the 75 verses. Somebody actually wanted me to run down those Bible verses. Now I'm not gonna run down all 75, but next time I get up in there, exactly. And that's what I'm finding out. A lot of the stuff is where they tell us certain stuff is at and certain land masses is not true. Brother Polite, yeah, I heard of Brother Polite. He is very, very educated, bro. I've listened to him. Well, I say this, bro. How much video on flat Earth shit? I ain't even thought about that. Yeah, and the Bible was plagiarized from the wall. Yep, but I'm gonna tell you something about the Bible, right? Where I think the faking of the Bible come in is more so the New Testament. Because you remember the Old Testament told you not to eat pork, but the New Testament say it was cool. So I just don't go with the New Testaments. I go with the Old Testaments. But here's my thing with the Bible, right? I got off the Bible. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm 41 years old. I'll be 42 this year. My father died when I was 17 years old, and I used to go to church. I went. My great grandma made me go to church. God bless her soul. She forced me to go to church. So I would have to go to Easter speeches. I would have to go to vacation Bible school. I'd have to bring in the New Year in church. I'd have to do a Christmas play, and I also played the drums in church. So I've been in church a lot of my life. The places are different in lots of the history. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's so much. That's why I was trying to tell Brown. Like one day, I think that's important. Maybe once a month, or maybe not once a month, once every 3 months. But like a lot of like most of us on Wild Network, we like got down at a table and have like an open discussion, like maybe a live discussion or something. I thought that would be dope. Anyway, that's something for another spot. But I thought that would be dope. You know what I mean? About different subjects and stuff like that. Matters at hand, the school system. I mean the education system, the taxes. I mean, there's so much stuff. We just have like an open discussion, like a podcast type discussion type thing. I think that'd be dope. Ain't one person that can read the wall. That can read the wall. You research name. Research because the man not teaching history teaches. That's what I'm saying. Well, here's another thing too. Like, I found that this is what they'll tell you about. They found some bones in South Africa, 50,000 years old, and they said the bones was non-mongoloid. Now, if y'all don't know what that means, mongoloid and non-mongoloid, us Africans are non-mongoloid. But this is some points I wanted to bring up to the Black Americans. I did too, but once your mind gets open to knowledge of self and who you truly are, life changes. Yeah, and THC, I don't know, and it felt like it's been like that for me too. And it's a constant. You're constantly evolving. You know what I mean? As you learn and you elevate your mental, you're constantly evolving. Jesus died on the cross, all the laws and stuff like they're offering, right? Because Christ. First, here's my thing. Here's my thing, right? Here's my thing with the Bible, y'all. Now, I tell you, in 17, I prayed and did all that. My father died. I stopped praying and I stopped dealing with that, right? But here's my thing. Let's get back to Old Faithful, right? I started researching. This is recently, the last few years. I started researching the music industry and how satanic the music industry was. Now I'm going to break something down for you real quick and tell you why I started going and using the Bible. Started looking at the music industry, and I started seeing a lot of Satan and the devil, which I'm thinking, oh, the devil's fake. I see a lot of devil, and I see a lot of devil with the music. Now, you remember back in the day, old people say, you better stay away from that devil music, right? So I'm looking at this music, and I'm researching music, and they going back to, first of all, rock and roll was stole from us, all right? They take it back to this old black dude, and they say his soul was possessed. He was possessed by the devil. Sold his soul to the devil. Now we going back, we talking about 1930, 1940. Now I go from that time all the way up until now, and I keep seeing these people keep saying, I sold my soul to the devil. I sold my soul to, like they keep saying it. And I seen a Jay-Z song, and the church man played it backwards and said 666 killed Jesus. Now, the biggest trick the devil ever proved, and learn this from the Bible, is that he didn't exist. So we all think, oh, it's a bunch of trash, it's BS. But the more I'm looking at the music industry, and the more I'm seeing the Satan worship, the more I'm looking at Hollywood, the more I'm seeing Satan worship, and the more I'm seeing, this is what I'm seeing. People say the Bible is not true, right? Stuff like that. Okay, cool. Let's get on that for a minute. Say the Bible's not true. Why is the Satan worship so heavy? Okay, why do the major music labels? Now, this has been said by people on the inside. They have a temple room, so the masters they take the masters in there and they make this prayer to Satan over the masters. Now, something you can't deny. No matter what country you live in the United States, I hear what you're saying. You say that's baloney. Well, let me break something down to you. I love when people say that. Tell me why all radio stations play the same music. There's so much music out here from every different state we live in. I'm sure we all know local artists, but why all the radio stations play the same music? Okay, and let me show you something else. Because this dude say baloney. I love when people say that. Because see, that just shows how deep the programming is in some of you. Now I'm gonna show you program. No, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you. You don't think they programming you? I'm gonna give you a quick example of the programming that's being done to us every day. So you believe what you want. This is the news from all over the country. This is the news.
I want you to y'all to watch this now and see how
Let's get it up
the
for you.
news is the same no matter where you live because all the news is scripted. This is just a quick example. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. You know the old expression, don't worry, be happy. 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 Don't worry, you be are being
I can
programmed.
show you 30 or 40 examples like that where the news is scripted and mass ran across the country. Just like that, don't worry, be happy. I'll show you 30 or 40 examples of that. And you tell me you're gonna need to 1080p that, son. 1080p it. You get the message. You get the point. I see you just want to talk, son. You don't even know what you're talking about. That's once again, we always have those that come in here. The program is so strong. I'm gonna need a 1080p it. I don't need a 1080p it, fool. Cause when they put your ass in that FEMA camp, you ain't gonna 1080p nothing there either. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah, wicked going buck wild. We just saved by grace. Exactly. People talk about Kermit, but Kermit can't teach us identity, nor do you follow customs. Here's my thing that kind of creeped me out the other day. I'm looking at something on TV and they said lavender is Satan's color. And they were showing these people on TV, and it was like the people with the Illuminati, it was a certain thing they were showing they're gonna wear purple on TV. And I'm looking at the purple shirts. So then I'm looking at they talking about it's Easter, and I see the cross, and the cross has this purple cloth over it. And I'm like, why is that? Why does that cloth have that purple cloth? Then I talked about to this lady I was watching, and she's a Satan worshiper. And I forgot what it says Satan worship, what they had to be. It's believing in yourself or something she was trying to say. But they were saying that they have the Satan worship people, they put people in churches and all type of places like that. They have people scattered out all over. So they can, and the Bible, we got to go back to the Bible. The Bible says beware of false teaching and false doctrine. The Bible also says be aware of false science, bam, going back into the flat earth stuff. So that's my thing is the reason why he said, well, what makes the Bible so true? My thing is this. Let's say, why does the Bible go read Revelations? It explains so much of what's happening today that it's actually kind of scary. If you ever read Revelations or been through it, and I'm sure if you study it, you had to go through the Quran and books like this. Easter is pagan, exactly. We don't celebrate that, exactly. Easter is pagan, exactly. And that purple cloth threw me into it. They said the purple cloth, the purple, they wear that, some kind of thing they're showing to Satan. But I'm like, the purple cloth on the cross, because the Bible in the Old Testament say the church is inside of you. You see what I'm saying? Don't put nothing in defile the temple. Exactly. Revelations, you can't argue with Revelation. That's why I'm like, we got to go back to the Bible. Even when the people do the flat earth, they go back to the Bible. Eh, oh my God. 9/11, do we Reggie, don't get me over on that 9/11 because America went to sleep at the wheel. Can, what's going on, Elroy? Do you feel that trucking change your life? Yeah. Trucking has if I wasn't in this truck right now, I probably would be in prison. I mean, because I refuse to work for garbage. The Bible is I I mean, to each his own. But like I said, I've been studying and traveling, and it's all spun me back to the Bible. It's all. I hear you, bro. You laughing, you laughing. What's your name, Vincent Cristobal? But you don't. People like you are so funny because the truth will be right in front of your face, and you'll say it's not there. 9/11 was definitely staged. Okay, let's get back to this right here, y'all. This out of all that burnt rubble in 9/11, they was able to pull passports. That's if you believe that a plane could fold steel and bend steel in down to itself like that. That's if you biting that load of trash. But let's think about this. The day before 9/11, I'll tell y'all why they did 9/11. And you go back and you look at some of the stuff, you can see it. The day before 9/11, Donald Rumsfeld announced that they could not find, I think it was $2.3 trillion. They had no idea where it was at. $2.3 trillion just walked away. Now go look that up. You can go back and look it up right before 9/11. Just so happened the next day the tower hit the Pentagon and destroyed that office where all those records was at. I don't know if you know it, but see, this is what y'all miss, Mr. Christian, whatchamacallit, whatever your name is. Oh, so stupid. There was a bunch of insider trading going on the day before the towers blew up. A bunch of insider trading. You know why? The 1% called their grandsons and granddaughters and told them to get that money. Exactly. And because America is run, yo, tell me why we have our credit rating approved that is owned by people outside of America. Yo, 650 credit score and all that, and your credit score that's owned by people outside of this country. How much sense does that make? Yeah, the money went to the black budget. Bin Laden people was in New York doing oil business in America. Exactly. Yo, Martha Stewart. Oh, let's get on Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart went to jail for insider trading. But no matter what state you live in the country, what they lock Martha Stewart up for, your state senator can do that all day and it's totally legal. State senators are allowed to insider trade. And they can pass a bill for this. They can put a bill in the auction. They can put a bill up. Say they want to propose a bill. Say the tobacco industry want me to propose a bill for some bullshit, and they give me some money. I can accept that. Well, not per se. They give me some money. I'll explain how they can do it. Inside the trade and say that. Say I know. All right, the stimulus package. Let's go to the healthcare. All right, I'm gonna explain to you what they do. The healthcare, they made a bunch of money, so they know that it was gonna give a bunch of money to these different places when the healthcare thing kicked in. So what they did is they went and bought stocks and stuff that they knew. So they bought stocks for $4, and then when they passed that Obamacare, then they made millions of dollars. They did the same thing in 2008 with the stimulus package. This is all stuff that's documented, but nobody pays attention or cares to even look it up. But state senators are allowed to insider trade all day. Every state senator is allowed to do that, and it's not legal. But if you or I do it, like Martha Stewart, you see they locked her up, they will lock us up too. But it's totally legal for them to do it. Did you know that President Barack Obama, before he left office, all presidents have a presidential kill list? I want you to know what your taxes is doing. Afghanistan, do you know how many children and women that we destroyed and blew up over there? But check how God's name was taken out of the Bible. They don't want you to have a real relationship with God, just like your father has real name. God has a name, and Jah. That's what I say, Jah. I got that from the Jamaicans. They call him Jah. I just sometimes I call him the divine, the great creator. If you don't know who they are, not the Better Business burial. What happened, bro? Carolina kid, bro. With all this new info that you have acquired, do you still feel optimistic about this shit? Yeah. Hey, BT the Highway Runner, you too, fam. Yeah, we got to be optimistic about the future, because the more people wake up, man, the more people wake up. That's what it's gonna take for more and more people to wake up and realize what's being done to us. That's the only way it's gonna stop. Who own those buildings took out insurance policies on the. Yes, THC crew. Yes, you up on your. That's what I'm talking about. See, some of y'all I see on your square, and that's refreshing to know. It's refreshing to know when you see somebody you know, like, okay, they know what's happening. They aware, because man, it's crazy out here. Yeah, THC crew on it. Ah, he own it. See, and I love these conversations with y'all, because y'all are definitely educated brothers and sisters, man, and that is definitely important out here, man. That's important out here to educate your mind, because they had a running joke. You want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. I had a running joke, but I like to see when I see this is this, and even all people. Don't get me wrong. When we got the brothers, the brown brothers and the Caucasian brothers, hey, it's all family. But I want people to understand that I am a Black American, and I got to pull my people up by the bootstraps. So every week, I got to try and pull my people up, because man, it's been rough on us. You know what I mean? So if you in here and you're not black, don't feel no type of way, but if you do, you're welcome to leave. But I gotta pull my people up by their bootstraps, and they need that reinforcement every week for me. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Divine Earth, we gotta get in tune. If we're not careful, America gonna fall just like Rome did due to corruption. Well, America is gonna fall. I mean, it's already set in the cards, y'all. It's already set in the cards. Listen, let me break something down, and I'm gonna get up out of here. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. But let's get back at this. Is my real problem. When I was a youngster, I want to say gangster rap, and everybody who accepting a rap check and not putting quality into what they putting out there to the masses, you are a coon. And Easy and them back in the day, they talk about selling cane and all that. Man, I had my Dickie suit on. I was 17 years old out there selling cane. Man, I had my Dickie suit on. I was drinking 40s of OE. Like, and we all was drinking 40s OE. And then they had the chronic. We was blowing it back. I'm like, the music was walking us down the lane. They just was selling us the dream. And the government say, here, man, we done got all this cocaine. Cause that's when they was real heavy. They was in South America heavy. The government had so much coke. So they needed to get rid of it. So they had people like Rick Ross. And then they had the rappers to make us want to hustle this stuff. All programming us. All programming us. Cause that was programming that music right then. Selling my dope, go shoot my brother in. And I don't see it till now. I think about a lot of that. Some of that music had me so turned up. I'm about to get my money. You come cross me, I'm gonna blow your head off. You know what I mean? And I sit back and I look now, and I see that America's over there in Afghanistan, which is 92% of the poppy that's grown in Afghanistan. And I'll tell you why about that. But now let's look at the music. Cocaine is not important over here anymore. Heroin is, because America's getting heroin for the low with Afghanistan. So what are your songs now? Molly Percocet, Molly Percocet, heroin-based pills, because they need to sell it to you. So now they want, and you gotta just look at it how it goes together, man. Just it, you didn't have to buy that dream. Easy was selling. But as enlightened as you sound, it didn't hold you back from being a positive force in life. Yeah, I didn't have to. I didn't have to. But me myself personally, somebody could come and say, "Give me $1 million to sell y'all down the river." I wouldn't do it because it's more important than what I'm putting out. I care about what I'm putting out to my people. You see what I'm saying? And it's too sad that there's so many of us, not just African Americans, but all Americans, who will continue to accept money and deceive the masses. Like, that will never tell you the truth. I heard a lady say today how much she loved Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is down with the plan. Oprah Winfrey don't care nothing about us. Oprah Winfrey, if you think that Oprah Winfrey and Michael Jordan and Martin Luther King, you think any of them cared about us, you're wrong. Martin Luther King realized that he led us down a path of destruction. You know why they keep reminding you about Martin Luther King? You know why they made it a day? Oprah's a role model, better than what we see in the hood. Oprah ain't no role model to me, pimp. Oprah ain't no role model to me. I'm sorry. Better than what we see in the hood? Nah. Martin Luther King was a coon. I know he was a coon. That's what I'm trying to get to. You wasn't cutting me off. What you think? Oprah ain't down with the. You think Oprah ain't down with it? You think she ain't down with the Boule? Do y'all not know about the Boule, the black Illuminati who answer to the white Illuminati? Come on, come on, come on. Stop, stop. Your 100 most influential black men. Stop, stop. Who control the black masses? Stop. This group was founded in 1900, between 1900 and 19. Also giving out free shit, but she ain't no saint. um, They say Bill Gates over there in Africa getting out free stuff too. I think he's over there poisoning the people. I don't believe it. Oprah's what really is she doing for us? Oprah don't believe in God, man. She a part of the mission. You don't get that. If you say Martin Luther King was a coon, you think they let Oprah get all that money and they don't control Oprah? You think they don't run Oprah? You think she got that by herself? Huh? You think she just willy-nilly up upon a bill? It don't happen like that over here, brother. She is a feminist. Let me tell y'all something. That's another trick. That's another trick. Exactly. She got to write that money off anyway. She worth $1 billion. How much money you think she got to give up a year to write it off? Here's the thing: when you see them people giving out charities, they just paying their taxes. They got to get our money up. It sound good. I'm straight on Oprah. Did you see how she treated those kids in Africa in that school she opened? Oprah's ran by the regime. Believe it or not, she's controlled. Feminist movement. Let me. Oh no, please let me tell them. Please, Tribe Judea, let me tell them. Women are so happy and so psyched up. You like, yeah, women's rights. They did it for us. Yeah, we need our rights. Do you know why they gave you that? You know why they gave you that? Let's talk about money. They don't care nothing about you. It's about bread. Half of the population they couldn't tax because women wasn't working. So that means half of the population couldn't tax. So now what's happening? Women's rights, y'all can work now? Oh, I can tax all of y'all now. And your children, nobody's at home with them. So they'll go to our schools early and we'll indoctrinate them with the trash much earlier. So your women's rights was two birds with one stone. It is so ingenious. The way they set this stuff up, it's crazy. But if you ain't gonna use no critical thinking, and you know what, I'm gonna tell you something, brother. THC crew, how could they want to be a member of a group that won't even give them the equal statute as the Caucasian member? I'm confused. Tommy Guns, let me tell you something that you don't even got to do that. Do you know what American money is based on? Oil. Why you think? Why you listen? Let me ask you a question. Why you think Americans stay in the Middle East? Research something. If you're not aware, research what's called the petrodollar. The petrodollar is what our money is set up on, and I'm gonna explain it to you. The Arab countries, America went over and said, "Listen, you're not gonna sell your oil for nothing but American dollars." And in turn, and for you, by you doing that, we'll give you weapons and we'll give you protection. You can go look that up. You can go look that up. They said we'll protect you and we'll give you guns. Now, so that means America's boss. So what that means? So if China want oil, they don't have American dollars. They have to trade product to America to get American dollars to get oil. Which who makes money off that? America hustles them and makes the money on both sides. So they're making money on both sides. So that dollar could be killed anyway. Yeah, but you got to remember about this, Sister Divine Earth. Before that, they couldn't tax women. But once they got that feminine shit over with and they put y'all out there, now y'all can go to work. See, they taxing. See, and before they was just taxing Mo. Now they taxing Mo and you. Now both of y'all got to work and the kids in school. So that's two birds with one stone. And of course, yeah, that what you say too. They want to destroy just what you said too, though. They're trying to destroy the traditional structure of the home. They don't promote that no more father and mother and raise the kids in the home. That's not promoted no more in our society. You don't see that. You don't even see TV shows really promoting the family thing. That's not glorified. It's like two men and a baby or someone. Look at that. The green light is on my door, y'all. It's 8:43, which means it's 7:43 here, which means my appointment's 7 o'clock. They ain't even started hitting my trailer yet. I'm gonna be here all night. Keep in mind, I've been here since 2 o'clock. This is another thing I hate. They gave me a garbage load. That's what gets on my nerves. I was reading a thing to Daddy that now they have 58 different genders. Yeah, that is terrible. And I'm gonna tell y'all something I just seen. Shout out to IG again. Somebody IG's y'all sent me a lot of stuff in DMs. Dude sent me something where they was having cross-dressing men go read books to kindergarten children in Queens or Brooklyn, New York. I was horrified. I couldn't believe this. See what I told you though, y'all. It goes back to indoctrinating your children at a young age. This is kindergarten. They're bringing in transgenders to read to your children. Black men who are providers are having it hard to lead the home because the women won't. And you know what? Advancing. That's all I do. I love the West Coast, back and forth to Cali. I hate being here where I'm not. Yeah, they pushing the gay agenda hard. They pushing that real hard. But here's another thing. If I don't know if y'all know, we got to think about this. The stuff with our children now, trying to fly up under the banner of the gay agenda is. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Here's what y'all gotta look at. Forget it. Think about money when you thinking. Do you know? Look up how much money the gay market spends. Just look that up, and you will understand a lot of what's going on. It's a huge audience, the gay market, and they spend a lot of money. So people don't want to disrespect them. It's all about money. Well, a lot of that is, and a lot of that too is if you look at this, what the Carolina kids say, it's so much going by. That's why me and my wife thinking of homeschooling. Yo, Carolina kid, you right, fam, because like I tell my kid like I didn't graduate 10th grade, and like my 22-year-old, she's in college right now. She gonna graduate this year, and my 16-year-old thinking about going to college. And I was looking at, I was talking to, I was watching some stuff, and these really smart, successful, Steve Jobs, uh, a lot of these people are extremely successful. They didn't go to college, and it's all to do. He was like, America in college, it's like a spin game. You spend a lot of money, and they spin you around, but they don't really teach you nothing. Now, if we think about school in general, from the time our child is from in kindergarten to the time they're 18 years old, school don't teach nothing. They used to teach you how to drive a car. They had life skills classes. They don't do none of that. Why do sisters shame straight black men, calling them gay for agreeing with another man or even not agreeing with her? Where did all this say? Exactly, exactly, exactly. And I'm gonna tell you, and you know what's crazy though? I find this what I find crazy. The black, okay, we got a sister in here. Sister, this one for you. Sister Divine Earth. Why is the black woman so angry? Why do we have, see, why does the black woman, the arguing, the fire in the chest, just like, talk to me about that, sister. Why I think that's a problem too. And like my brother said, demasculating the man, the woman is then took on a set of nuts. I mean, that's what I like when I started messing with my wife. She was so independent and she just was trying to be the dude. So I'm like, hold up, babe, you got to sit back. You got to relax. But she used to running the show and a man not being able to do it, so she had to do it. And so when you get these women who used to holding their own, a man not being there, it's hard to tell them to dial it back. The man is here now. You know what I'm saying? And that creates a problem. Nobody came to I ain't doing slavery. You know what I mean, and think about this, y'all. Like, I I don't bite the cheese on the transatlantic slave trade. I do not believe they brought us on here on boats from Africa, because it's evidence to prove that we were here first. It's evidence to prove that our language is Hebrew. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it in the Smithsonian in the basement. They won't even show it where everything else. The Smithsonian said, this is documented. We will not honor no artifacts from the Americas, but the savage Indian. We will not. So just totally, can the black woman be angry for the same reason the black man is? Not angry, more defensive. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Because that pitted the system so our sisters can't see their struggle. Hmm. Can the black woman be angry for the same reason the black man is? I think, oh my God, Carolina kid, I gotta say that too. I gotta say this, y'all. And y'all know I said my team was New England Patriots, but y'all, I haven't watched. I haven't watched. I went to the Super Bowl last year with my partners, and that was more so it was truck drivers, my partners. A lot of my partners are convicted felons, but they truck drivers now, and so it's just good to be out here and knowing the police not kicking our doors in and we're making it. So that's a beautiful thing. But I don't watch sports no more. Women don't see the black man in the home, so it's difficult to respect his authority. True, true, true. But we got to remember the black man is under attack and damaged people. Exactly. The black man is under attack. Like, from him as first of all, sisters. Okay, I gotta say this: Divine Earth. Never seen the man uphold a position worthy of respect. Never seen the man uphold a position worthy of respect. Huh? Never seen the man. What's up, bro? I gotta roll up. He told me to back on the door. Now I got a roll up trailer. That's why I backed it to the door. I know. I said, cut your cooler off. I'm gonna unlock your airline. You get all your air out. Oh yeah, cut the cooler off. You want it off? Yeah. Can I unload it? Get all your air out your airline? Yeah. Right. I set them. You ain't getting out of here. They about to come lock my brakes up. Keep in mind they're an hour late from starting my unload, and I got to get down the. I'm trying to get man is summoned to Christ. True, but get down. It froze. I froze. What? It's still running, but it says froze. Oh man, that was a good line. What it say? I'm froze now. That was a good line. Y'all, I don't know what's happening. The cap on YouTube and every industry. We always fighting each other more than other groups. So it is, bro. So look, that's crazy. The screen is completely froze. but you still hear the audio. I'm out of here, man. We was going too good. We had a good live feed. This your boy Party Hard. Y'all stay safe, stay sucker free.